What's up, guys? This is 200 for Lunch podcast. My name is Chaa.
My name is Angel.
Let's get
You
it.
dig.
Nah, bro. It's been a week again, but the consistency is still here, bro. The consistency is definitely still here, bro.
This is 5, right?
Yeah. Week 5,
Episode.
episode 5. We have been,
That's wild to
honestly,
me.
on a
This is
very
wild.
disciplined track with this thing, bro. I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, I was like, bro, I like this, but let's really see how far we can take this. To have 5 episodes out, insane, absolutely insane, bro.
No, it's a fact. It's I mean, we say this every week, I feel like, but this is fun.
No,
Fun as
this
hell.
is like it adds a broader perspective to your life, to your reality. Because it's like, yeah, we're just having a conversation about things that we would normally speak about, but it's like now that other people get the opportunity to listen to how other 22-year-old boys or men speak and converse is like, all right, like that's a good perspective to have, you know?
That's a fact. And I'm just happy that people are appreciating it
That's a
for what it
fact, bro.
is.
We get a
Like the
whole
people
bunch of
who are the,
love.
the people who are consistently watching every single week, people who are consistently listening every single week. We appreciate you. We appreciate you for tuning in with us and taking the time out of your week every single week. You know what I'm saying? Taking that hour and a half, whatever it may be,
Facts.
just to
Just
vibe with
locking
us.
in with us.
And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's only up from here. I mean, I feel like this space, especially, it really just comes down to the level of consistency that you're willing to put into it.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, we've already done 5, or this is number 5,
Yeah.
and you already build a routine after what 21 days of
Mm-hmm.
doing something. So it's kind of just
It's
it's kind of
into
just routine at this point,
It's like
and it's kind of like I will literally go to any links to make sure that this
yes,
episode is out every single Wednesday.
yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck. It was
That's
a
how I'm
commitment I
on it.
made. It was a commitment I made week 1 with myself that I was gonna get this shit out every
Mm-hmm.
single Wednesday. So it's gonna be out every single Wednesday. And honestly, once I start working and shit, because I finally cleared my fucking. I don't know if I ever talked about it on the podcast.
What?
I don't think I did, but the background check shit.
Yeah.
But my background check was like I was getting hoed, because California is back on lockdown or whatever have you. So they're basically like, I don't know if anyone here is from New York. If you're not from New York, the best way I can describe it is basically like the original quarantine in New York when like the courts and all that shit were like shut down, like there were like you couldn't do anything. California is like back like that again. So like the company that I had applied to, I'm not going to say that on air because there's no association or affiliation with what I talk about here in my job. But the company that I'm going to be working for, since they're like based in multiple states, they can apply for background checks in different states, so they could do it outside of New York. So it doesn't have to be New York. So they did it in California as well, and it was like different counties in California, but none of the records were getting like pushed out because of all the courts are shut down. So I literally waited like a month just for them to end up canceling it. So now I can finally start my training and shit. So once I get my schedule and shit like that in check, hopefully we could try to maybe figure out something of doing maybe at least 2 episodes a week. I feel like it would be better for y'all. I think it would be better for us to gain traction and shit too, just to get more material out there.
No, 100%.
And just for people to be able to see our faces and hear our voices more consistently. I think it'll
Twice a week?
help us.
I don't know if y'all can deal with me twice a week. I don't know about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Let us know too if you guys would fuck with twice a week. I don't want to just do some shit that if y'all not gonna fuck with it. But I think y'all would. If y'all fuck with us on once a week, I think y'all. I honestly don't know anybody that like that watches or listens to podcasts that would deny an extra episode a week. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So
Unless,
if y'all really
like,
fuck with us, I don't see why y'all would say no.
Everybody has like their routine that I get, and I understand that. So it's like,
yeah,
some people, they wake up, they watch a different podcast a day, and every single Wednesday they have us on that podcast. So now what happens if we switch that Wednesday to like a Tuesday and a Thursday now, because now we're just doing 2?
Well, no, we could keep
those guys.
we could always keep it Wednesday and just add a different day.
Yeah,
fuck that. I ain't gonna change the original day.
Yeah, we gotta keep Wednesday then.
It's always gonna be Wednesday.
All right, but we'll honestly figure it out.
Before we get too far into it, we're already 5 minutes in.
Yeah,
somehow. Like I be saying, this shit is just easy at this point, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me just play the I don't even know. I need a name. We need a name for this shit or something. I don't even know. This is just the vibe, though. To be honest. Shout out Mir G5. Every week I'm gonna say it. That 808 kick. Shout out my boy Mir G5. I need to know when you're dropping that EP so we can get you on the fucking podcast, sir. Stop fucking playing. Cause that shit is actually fire. And yeah, man. Shout out my boy Mir G5. I need you to hit me with the dates, bro. I need you to hit me with the dates. You told me last week that you wanted to get on the podcast. Listen, you get on the podcast, but I want to at least help you promo some shit.
Opportunity is here, bro.
Feel me? Feel me? You could be on the podcast, but I need to be able to promo some shit. And actually, I want to talk about that real quick. To the people that just be hitting me to get on the podcast, I love y'all, but I'm not going to lie. If you're not adding some type of substance to the podcast, it's a dub. Straight like that. I'm sorry. I can't just have everybody on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the podcast. It's cool. It's a cool idea, whatever have you, but not everyone's deserving to be on a podcast, to be genuinely honest with you. Like, if you look at podcasts that are successful, fucking, they're not just having a man just randomly pulling up on a podcast just to be on the podcast. Like, I need you to add something to the podcast.
Add some value.
If I don't feel it's nothing against you as a person. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that we're not friends. That's not what it means. It just means that I don't feel like you in this setting would be beneficiary to anyone or anything, to be completely honest with you. If I don't feel like you're going to be able to add something, then it's just not going to happen. And if I feel like you're going to be able to add something, you're going to be on the podcast, and that's just, it is what it is. I've already been saying, okay. I got people lined up. We still need to talk to your sister.
Yeah.
To figure out a day for her.
Yeah.
Because that shit going to be fire.
That's going to be a good episode.
That episode going to be fire.
Sheesh.
Akumi's back in the towns.
Heard it.
So we could talk to him. I don't know if you have another day off maybe this week. I could talk to him. Maybe we could just fucking record that shit this week too. Low key.
No, I don't.
But Akumi's back in the towns.
I'm like locked up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The rest of the trash. But Akumi's back in the town. So Akumi, we gonna get that episode out soon. Gordo soon. I gotta talk to my boy Belly. We might even have him on if he's down.
We have mad things coming.
It's gonna be mad, especially it's gonna be mad music artists. Honestly, like I know a decent amount. That shit's gonna be fun. Might even talk to my boy Pat Riley, see if he wants to get on here. Definitely gonna get Outlet on here. Honestly, I'm about to just have the whole Queens Village just on this bitch. But nah. This week though, I don't really have like crazy amount of topics. I have a couple. I got a couple from Instagram. Shout out Chelsea. One of them was she wanted to talk about. I want to actually quote her verbatim on what she said instead of just fucking just saying some random shit. Exactly what she said was healthy food habits and what y'all think about vegan / vegetarian. So I cannot talk about vegan or vegetarian from actual experience. Besides, like the most quote unquote vegan thing I've ever done was take sea moss every day. That shit was fire. But other than that, I've never like done like an actual diet. How you could speak on that. How long was your diet for?
All right, so
tell them, I guess within that time space, what like differences you felt within your body, mental, all that shit. You could take over on that. I
got you. So basically, I started my vegan journey, bro. And I'm not vegan now. Like, I'm not now. But I started my vegan journey and vegetarian journey December 9th of 2020. So right before the new year started. And the first 2-3 weeks, bro, was absolutely terrible. Like, when I say terrible, I mean, like, horrible. Because, like, you're trying to find substitutes for a high protein diet, like chicken or steak or some type of beef. Like, that's high protein. So you have to make a substitute for not eating meat, like no flesh. It's ridiculously hard. So it's kind of like frustrating to go through in the beginning because you're just trying your very best not to go backwards. You're trying your very best not to go backwards, not to result back to eating meat. And it's like I would go out with friends, everybody's getting this, they're getting this, and it's like, damn, I want a burger right now. Or, oh man, like I really want some shrimp. But it's like, nah, bro, like you gotta have that mental discipline. So in the very beginning, it was so hard. Very, very, very hard. As I started to gain some traction with it, it was like quarantine. So it was nowhere really for us to go
And
yet,
you,
you know?
I don't mean to cut you off, but you did it without detoxing too, right?
Yeah, I did it without
You just went,
detoxing.
you just went straight into like
Yeah.
changing the
As
diet.
soon as December 9th came, bro, I was like, all right, bet 1, 2, 3, no more meat, vegan. Went straight vegan. I didn't like take my time with it, nothing, bro. I went to the store, to the grocery store. I bought avocados. When I say avocados, bro, I just had like 20 avocados in the little plastic bag, bro. Because I ate avocados like crazy. So I had avocados. I had a whole bunch of kale. I had a whole bunch of not really wheat bread. It was like a wheat white bread, I guess you can say. Really good for you, right? So I started doing those types of things very early on. And after that, it was like, boom, as if like you're going to the gym now. Once you start going to the gym, it's hard. But once you really get in there and create that routine, it's like 1, 2, 3, super simple for you. So that's what happened to me. I would wake up every morning, make some vegan dish of any kind, eat it, go about my day. Now, when it came down to doing that consistently, my whole body changed, my appetite changed, my immune system, everything changed. Like it was like I dropped in weight a lot, but in the midst of dropping weight, I still had the same strength that I had. And on top of that, of losing all of that weight, I still had energy, like an abundance of energy, because nothing is going in me that's super greasy.
Yeah,
Nothing's
you probably
going
had
in
way
me
more
that's
energy,
bro. When I tell you,
way
like
more energy.
I was like running off of E. I would get 3, 4 hours of sleep some days because I'm going back and forth to work, back and forth to work. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I get home, knock out 3 or 4 hours, get up, have mad energy as if like I slept 10 hours that night. Like, bro, it was insane how much energy I had. But one downfall I will say to being a vegan or vegetarian is that you don't have to eat as much as people tell you, like in general, like absolutely in general.
Yeah,
You don't have to eat as much as people tell you. If you want to get bigger, then yes, you're gonna eat more. But if you don't want to get bigger and you just want to keep a constant weight, it's like you don't have to eat as much as people think. So when it came down to that aspect, I started eating less because I honestly didn't even care. It was like I don't even need the food. I'm literally going off of my own body and I'm creating more energy and I'm going and I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I was drinking a whole bunch of water. I was drinking nothing but fruit juices, like healthy fruit juices. I was making smoothies. And then when I did eat, it was straight veggies, chickpeas, and my mother got me like these veggie chicken patties, bro. It's straight all veggie, but it's shaped like a chicken patty. So I would take that, put it on a piece of bread with a piece of vegan pepper jack cheese that's made with almonds. Slap that on the chicken patty, bro. Boom. I got my lunch right there. You feel me? And after that, I wouldn't really eat. After that, I'd be done. Just like I don't need any more energy. I'm fine. I don't need any more food in
yeah.
my system.
I'm
I'm
not gonna
good, you
lie,
know?
smoothies be fucking
They
busting,
must, bro.
bro. Like when you was talking about the energy shit, like that, I know is like a 100% a fact. It's not even debatable on like the influx of energy you get from consuming like just pure fucking fruit and plants. It's like, bro, whenever I drink a smoothie, that should be I be feeling
Bro,
amazing.
you feel
And that's only one
amazing.
time I'm just having that one smoothie. Like
Yes,
it's not even like I'm doing this shit every day. So I can only imagine what it's like to do that shit every single day. It's something I
bro.
want to eventually get into at
Mm-hmm.
some point. I don't know when I'm gonna do it because I feel like, especially
Can I
right
keep it a buck
now,
with you, bro?
what?
It's not as
Actually, I don't even want to go vegan though. I want to go plant based. I don't want to
that.
go
That's
vegan
fine. That's fine. Plant
because
based is fine.
vegan to me is like, well, not, it's like it's more about the animals
Yeah.
than it is about like yourself. I'm not really
Mm-hmm.
doing it for anything other than myself and my health. Whenever I do
Oh
decide to
yeah,
like, whenever I take that
facts.
step, yeah, I'm not doing it because I want to save the
Cows.
animals.
I'm not.
I
I'm
don't have
sorry.
anything against the animals, but I'm not doing it because of that reason. I'm
I'm
doing it
not.
because I want to benefit my health,
Yeah,
and
it's not about
that
the
that
cows.
that would be the reason for me to do the switch. I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna be like, oh, I feel bad for the chickens and it. Like, I'm like, no,
It's not about the cows, bro.
that's
It's
not my
not.
that's not. I don't even drink milk anyway.
Yeah, like if I
You
do
know what I
drink milk,
mean?
honestly, it's almond milk.
I
Simple.
don't even. Yeah, no, almond milk is blessed.
Almond milk slaps.
Almond milk is fire. If you're still
Slaps.
drinking regular milk, you're crazy.
You're
Put that
bugging,
shit
bro.
away. Throw
Why?
that shit
Why are
out.
you like?
Listen, I need you to open your window right now. I need you to open your window right now. Go in your fridge, take that shit, and throw it the
Especially
fuck
if
out
you
your
in a
window.
if you in an apartment, definitely do it. 100%.
Definitely.
Definitely do
Throw that shit out your fucking window. That shit is garbaggio. Get that shit out of here.
it.
We
Right in
don't
the
need to
middle
be
of the
drinking
street.
that shit. Bro, that shit is nasty. That shit is gross. I literally could never I could never in my entire life drink a regular glass of milk.
Not again, no.
I know not even before when I was younger, like I could never drink regular milk. Like I could
Really?
not drink a glass of regular
I
milk.
used to drink regular milk faithfully.
I would only be able to drink it milk if it was strawberry milk. That was the only way I could drink milk.
Nah.
Almond milk, I could drink almond milk straight out the fucking carton.
Yeah.
So that's how you know that shit is gas.
Cause
Cause
it Loki has like
I
that
will
that
not
little
touch
taste
regular
to it,
milk.
bro. That
Bro,
little
that shit is so
taste.
fire. But anyway, back on your vegan journey.
Nah. So regardless of anything, this one downfall. That one downfall is just that I felt lightheaded 95% of the time because I was doing so much and I was on go so much that it was like my downtime was very, very, very limited. Very limited.
That also could probably do with the fact that you were sleeping 4 hours a
Exactly.
day.
So it was like I was getting less sleep. In the first 12 hours of my day, I have an abundance of energy. After those 12 hours, it's like, all right, bet, GG. Or not even 12. I'd say like 9 hours. After those first 9 hours, it's like, all right, bet, I'm done for. There's nothing else I can do. I can't physically do it because I'm lightheaded and I feel like now I'm tired. I have energy, but I'm tired. So I was like, what can I find that can be a balance for me now? And I was like, you know what? Like, fuck it. You're going to have to start eating chicken. And I said, all right, forget it. And then one day I just got jerk chicken. Not jerk chicken. Yeah, no, facts. I got jerk chicken from Tropical Jerk in Unionville. Nah, in Bowling. I got it, went back to the crib. And the very first piece that I had, bro, I swear to God, I almost threw up. On my mother, I almost threw up, bro. I was so close to throwing up. Like I went to go bite it, and I was like, oh, nah. Like this feels mad sus. I don't like this. 8 months of not eating any meat, bro. It was just like constant leaves, 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 potatoes, 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 leaves, 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 slimy stuff, slimy stuff. So it's like asparagus, bro. It's slimy, but it's like once I had that piece of chicken, I was like, yo, bro, I don't know if I can do this. Took a break for a couple seconds. I started eating that shit again. Once I got in the groove, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. I finished
He
that
said, once I
entire
got in the
fucking plate,
groove.
bro. The next day I went back. Simple. Like I was eating chicken every single day, bro. Like every single day when I first stopped. And then like now it's like I eat whatever my mother cook. My mother cook, I eat. If she don't cook, 95% of the time, I'm not going to buy food. When my mother, bro. Unless it's like early in the morning, I'm at work. If I go to work around like 11 or even around like 2 or 3 o'clock, I bet I'm gonna order some food and I'll be good because I didn't eat in the morning. Or I know for a fact my mother's not gonna cook at night. But if I come home and she cooks, then I bet like I'm chilling. Don't have to
Then
worry about none of that.
I need to get back. I need to get into like eating cleaner, like a diet.
Yeah, I don't.
I just be eating. I be eating bullshit,
The other night,
straight
I will
bullshit.
admit, I went to McDonald's. I went to McDonald's for a fucking McFlurry, bro.
I'm not gonna let them just be
They
slapping.
be slapping, and ice cream is milk. Simple.
Yeah, it
Ice
is.
cream is milk,
Unfortunately, I wish
right?
they made
I would
milk with
never
fucking.
drink
I mean,
milk.
I wish they made ice cream with almond milk.
Yeah, I would never drink milk, but I'm gonna eat ice cream. I don't care what anybody says. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck how you feel. I'm gonna eat ice cream. So when I eat ice cream, bro, like it helps me. After I eat the ice cream, I'm knocking out. I'm going right to sleep. For some odd reason, ice cream just helps build. It helps build, bro. Every time I had ice cream, I woke up the next morning feeling like I was dead ass 10 pounds heavier.
I'm weak.
Like big, bro. So it's like,
I can't. I don't feel like that because I have a fucking fast ass metabolism.
but I do too,
I mean,
which is
bro, have you
weird.
seen me?
Yeah, I have.
I
I
have a
have.
fast ass metabolism,
But
like
but you know what the key
ridiculous.
is to that, bro? You have to overlap that. Like overlap your metabolism. You know your metabolism is fast. So you have to consume more than your metabolism can get rid of.
Yeah, I just can't eat that much. I be feeling nasty.
That's the
My
thing.
body just feels disgusting
That's the
if I
thing.
eat too much. Yeah, my body feels gross.
That's when you're doing that. When you eat to like till you absolutely cannot put any more food in your stomach anymore, and you get that feeling like, damn, why did I just do that to myself? You're gonna get super tired. You're gonna get the itis. You're gonna get that feeling. You're gonna feel bloated and shit, right? Because now your body is taking all of that energy that you could have used to go do more stuff to take all that food and decompose of it and turn it into waste. That's why you get that feeling right after you eat all that damn food. That's why you're supposed to eat a certain amount and then be alright. But if you want to get
Yeah, a
bigger
lot
and
of us
shit,
be
like,
overeating. Yeah, that's something. That's something too with healthy eating.
mm-hmm.
I want y'all to realize that if you are sitting here after every meal, like you're dead tired and can't do anything after you're eating, you're
It's an issue.
eating too much or you're just eating the wrong foods. Because you're supposed to feel like you could, like, the whole point of eating is to energize your body to actually do something. So, like, eat foods that are going to make you feel like you can do something after you eat. Not that, oh, I need to take a 30-minute nap now or
Mm-hmm.
an hour nap and then I could do something after this. Like, no,
Now
that's not
look,
okay.
look. What I'm gonna say is like what has worked for me health wise and like healthy eating is like over the course of like time, even during like the pandemic and everything, I was eating whatever my mother had made. Right? They would during the pandemic we couldn't go anywhere and get food, so it was like, all right, that's the perfect time. She's cooking, so now I can eat what she has here. What that did for my body was just turn all of the muscle that I was getting during the time that I was going to the gym and training, all that muscle that I was getting just turned into just straight body fuel. So during the pandemic, my body turned into like a block, but low key as if like it was cleansing itself, if that makes sense.
I don't know. I'm confused.
Okay, so listen. So originally, when it comes down to like to eating food healthy, eating a lot of healthy food, right? During the pandemic, that's all I did because my mother cooked.
Mhm.
So because I ate nothing but healthy foods and healthy alternatives, it literally like dropped all of the muscle off of my body and just made my body lean and just like a block, like
Okay, I
literally
get what you
just
mean
just
now.
like by itself. Like all of my muscle was gone because I wasn't going to the gym and I was just eating. So all of my muscle just flopped off and it turned like into a block, bro. I looked like SpongeBob. Like it was crazy. It bothered me, bro. It bothered
Yeah.
me. So when I decided to continue going on eating that way, and then start going back to the gym, that's when my body fully got back to it. But when I wanted to get bigger and not just have just muscle tone, I had to eat more than what my metabolism was able to decompose at that time. You feel me? So eating healthy is just being consistent, bro. That's all it is. Just make the right decisions when it comes down to eating food. Dead ass. And you can
Yeah.
just cook. You don't even have to go out and buy stuff. You can just stay home and cook. And it's not as expensive as you think it is. Like it's dead ass not, bro.
Really?
It's really not. Like, let's say you get paid every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks you're making about $800. After that $800, you got to pay, let's say, $400 to $500 worth of bills, right? Every 2 weeks. Let's just say. Let's say you go to the grocery store and you got to go ahead. You got to get your veggies, your fruits. Let's say your oats, right? The breads, whatever the case may be that you want to use for your journey. That'll probably all come up to around, let's say, $75. $75 to $100, depending on where you're shopping at.
Where were you? Yeah, where were you shopping
I
at?
was going to ShopRite. I was going to BJ's. I was going to Walmart a lot of the times. Not, obviously not for like the fresh fruits and stuff like that, but I was going to Walmart for like the almond milk, sometimes the bread, tortillas, depending on what I was making that week or the week
Fuck Walmart.
after. Facts.
I was gonna say that. Fuck Walmart. Fuck the Walton family. Y'all can suck my dick. Continue.
Um, facts and tortillas, all that stuff. So you can literally like you can build up that vegan journey or that vegetarian journey or just eat what you want to eat journey with a modest budget for real for real.
Word. That's good to know. 'Cause I didn't know that. I thought you needed money.
Nah, I
It's
want to
good.
tell
It's good to
everybody
be
that like you
plant
can
based.
definitely make it happen. Don't think that it's just like mad expensive. I thought about that too until I actually went ahead and did it for myself. As soon as it was
Is
like,
it just?
I bet like
It's probably just marketed as it's mad expensive, so that way
yeah,
no one does it.
yeah. Like even
Which
though
makes
like
sense.
I bought a lot of my stuff, but because I was eating that, that also changed what my household was eating, because now it had to accommodate what I, not what I, but how I was eating for myself. So they had to alter themselves as well as a little bit too. So when that happened, they were like, okay, you know what? Like, I'll do that too, or I'll do this too. And then after I started buying my own stuff, it grew into, now we're all buying stuff going towards being a vegan or a vegetarian, just because it's a better alternative than eating meat for the time being, and in some cases. So a lot of the times, like even now, I'm not a vegan anymore, but even sometimes my mom still makes vegan dishes, just because why not have one once in a while rather than eating a steak or eating some chicken, you know? So
Yeah.
it's a good alternative to
I
have
feel
all the
like
way through.
I feel like that's probably the most. I'm not a fucking disclaimer. We're not nutritionists. This is just purely just off of personal experience. So I don't want anybody like don't take everything that we're saying verbatim. Do your
Word
own
facts. Do
research.
your own research. Do it
If you're
yourself.
gonna if you're planning on making a decision to change your diet or anything like that, talk
Mm-hmm.
to your fucking doctors or whatever the case may be. Like get actual proper guidance if you're
100%
gonna
agree.
do this shit on your own. But I feel like that's probably the most natural thing for a human anyway is to have a combination of plant-based and like meat in your diet because we were definitely doing that shit
A hundred
way
percent.
back
A hundred
way
percent.
back when in the beginning of
A
times.
100%, bro. So I get it. Like when people say, "Oh yeah, like being a vegan is like that's the original way of life," and it's like, I understand what you're saying, but based off of what it looks like,
We was definitely killing
it was
animals.
definitely like motherfuckers was definitely killing animals, bro,
We
and
were
they were
definitely killing
eating them.
animals,
Like,
but I think maybe at some point the process in which we killed them. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't vulgar because killing is vulgar regardless. Like there's
mhm.
really no good way to kill anything,
Yeah,
but now it's more so torture than it is like just it's not like we're hunting and just like you know what I'm saying just killing them. I feel like people had rituals too. They would pray
yeah.
over
Like
their
they would
food. Like
hunter gather the goods that they needed, go
yeah,
back,
they
and
would pray over
then
the food.
yeah,
Like I feel like doing that as much as it may not seem like a big deal, but like
mhm,
doing that like before the food's even like because I feel like in our process like we probably could do that,
mhm.
but I feel like that's why kosher exists. Kosher food probably honestly like no bullshit because energy is always living and energy never dies. Kosher food probably carries way better energy than
It
the
does.
regular food.
It does.
Than like legitimately like when you're actually eating it.
No, that does.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, 100%.
Like when you eat it because
Sarah's Persian, bro.
I've never even had kosher food. So it's like,
She's a Persian Jew, but she brought food
but
here, like
I wouldn't be surprised like if that's like a real thing. But you're saying it is so.
not too long ago. I want to say like maybe like 2 weeks ago. Brought food and eating the food, bro. And I'm like, first bite, it's like you got to get used to it because it's like different taste buds, different feelings. So it's like, I bet I'm not used to this. The second bite, I'm like, yo, I start eating this food, bro. I wasn't like, it was a lot of food. I wasn't crazy full. I knocked out the entire plate. And right after that, I had an abundance of energy, bro. Like an abundance
Oh,
of
D.
energy. Like
That's fine.
different
See,
foods made by different ethnicities. Ethnicities. That's crazy. Ethnicities, bro.
man, tongue got stuck.
Different foods made by different ethnicities can bring different values to you. So, depending on where you are and what you want to try, do some research. It's a whole
Yeah,
bunch of
see,
different things you can
there
do
you
out
go.
there.
Learn something new every day. I didn't know that. I was just spitballing.
Nah, it's
But I
it's
mean, to
true.
me, it makes sense anyway. It just makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
OD.
like I said, if you're gonna do anything at your own discretion, make sure you seek proper guidance.
100%, bro.
And
100%.
yeah, now let's see another thing that Chelsea also suggested was living life off social media. Now, for those who do not know, I don't think Chelsea would mind this background. Chelsea was someone that I personally met. Chelsea knew her prior to me meeting her, but I personally met on our MLM venture. For those of you who did listen to episode 1, you guys already know about that whole thing. But yeah, that's how I met Chelsea. Um, we, I would say we were kind of close, not like extremely close, but she's a good friend at this point. Um, but during the time that we were in MLM, like we were all together, like literally all the fucking time. We were doing this shit together. We were living life on social media together. Me, and by together I mean me, Chaucer, and Chelsea.
Literally
Um,
growing together. Like it
so
was insane.
yeah, so in the sense of living life off social media, I understand what it was like to live on social media. Chaucer also understands what it's like to live on social media, and what I mean by live on social media, I mean we were both posting at a point more than 10 times daily on Instagram. Um, like literally just literally living our lives on Instagram. And my best description for that shit is it's toxic. Not that specifically what we were doing, but just living on social media is just toxic as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so toxic because all you're doing is you're paying attention to analytics, you're paying attention to impressions. Um,
All
you're
shit that don't
wondering,
matter.
at least for me anyway. I can't speak for anybody, but for me, you're looking, you're paying attention to how much people are following you compared to how many people are actually watching. What your interaction is. You're trying to sit here constantly figure out ways to get more interaction, whatever have you. Especially for what we were doing too, it was like it was just it was just too much. Um, Living off of social media, however, it's just how you're supposed to live life. Simple, to be honest. Like at least in my put, like this is like I think sometimes as a community and as a society, we have to understand that life existed before social media. Social media didn't exist before life. So we kind of have to get to the point where we like take a step back from social media and just fucking actually live your day-to-day life. Like it's social media is very toxic. It doesn't even matter what you follow. The toxic shit is still gonna end up being like on the top of your feed. As many, bro, I follow so many like positive accounts and I still see a bunch of bullshit on my feed, no matter what. You know what I
Like,
mean?
why am I seeing Justin, whatever his name is, Justin
Whatever the fuck that dude is.
Boy,
I
at the top of
I
my
have
feed
yeah, no,
when I don't even
he's
follow him?
yeah, exactly.
Like,
I like I don't even follow any of those accounts. Like I don't follow like I stopped following World Star. I've never followed Shade Room. Like all that shit, bro, is toxic as fuck for the community. I don't know why y'all put so much fucking just
energy into that
anything
shit,
into it. Like fuck that shit. That shit is terrible.
giving
They
people
literally
the
make a
energy.
living off of just clout chasing and just talking bullshit about everyone's life. So yeah, it's literally called the Shade Room. Like no, no, thank you. I'm not a shady person. I'm not following that. Like fuck that. Like fuck that, honestly. But yeah, I think we need to just be more mindful of what we're consuming, what we're seeing every day, how much time we're spending on these fucking apps. I'm not telling you to not be on Instagram. I'm not telling you to not be on Twitter. I'm not telling you to not be on Facebook, Snapchat, whatever your social media app of choice is. I'm just saying be mindful of how much time you use on it. Be mindful of what you're paying attention to, what you're consuming. Something I need to get better at myself, and I know a lot of people in America need to do as well. I need to stop fucking looking at my phone fresh off the damn wake up. Like that shit is toxic. The fact that I even do that shit is dumb as fuck. Because there's a there's actually like I don't know the exact name of the wave or whatever it is, but like there's like some science behind the waves that your brain produces when you first wake up, and pretty much like whatever you feed your mind in the morning, like thought wise, is generally how your day's gonna go. So if you go on Instagram and or on Twitter and you start just seeing wild ass toxic ass shit, like just people being toxic as fuck to each other, like it's just gonna throw off your whole mood for the whole day.
I'm gonna stop you
Just gonna
right there,
fuck
bro.
everything up.
I'm sorry. If you even pick up your phone whatsoever, do not go on Twitter.
Yeah,
Don't go on Twitter. Do not.
yeah, yeah. Like wait, like
Off the
I need to
wake
get
up.
better at it. Like I need to get better at waiting. Generally you're supposed to wait like an hour before you even touch your phone.
Yeah.
Like that's what you're supposed to do. I don't do it. I need
I
to
don't
start
either.
doing it.
I don't either. I'm not
I
gonna
need to
cap.
start doing it.
I wake up and
It's
it's like
yeah,
1, 2, 3. But I feel like when it comes down to that though, like I wake up, I do check. I literally do. I check everything. Go through everything. Like I'll go through my messages. I'll go through Instagram, Twitter, and then I'll go through my email, and then I'll be done. Plug in my music, and then I start my day. You feel me? So it's not like I'm going in there and I'm really scrolling. Like I do have my days where I do end up
See,
laying in bed
that's
a
my
lot longer.
problem. If that's what I'd be doing.
The
But
day.
honestly, it's probably also my problem that I do that though, because like I don't have a job or anything right now. I'm just terrible at creating a schedule for myself. But especially I just like for me personally, like
Yeah.
in my life right at this very moment, I don't really have capital to be doing the things that I want to be doing. So like to even create a schedule around what I want to do, it's like, all right, I can't really invest into the things that I want to do the way that I want to be able to invest because I don't have the capital to do so. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, I could be more productive, which I should be, but it's just not what I'm doing right now. But I feel like once I get back in the flow of having as bad as it may sound, but once I get back in the flow of having a schedule, like work wise, and having some type of structure to work around, I'll probably be better off without it, or better off like not doing that shit of just waking up the phone and just sitting there, and like 'cause I won't have the time to even be able to just sit there and lay down scrolling anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I can say is that those mornings that I don't even look at my phone and I just open, or I if I do look at my phone, it's as soon as I go straight to the music app and just start listening to music, I'm in a way better mood. Like I'm just in a way better mood. Like today, I don't even think I looked at. I don't even know what the fuck I did this morning. All I know is that I fell asleep listening to music. I woke up, there was a song playing, and then I fucking put on Sugar by Maroon 5, and I was vibing. I was vibing. I don't think I looked at Instagram until after I got out of the shower and shit, and like was actually ready.
Yeah.
So like today, I'm vibing. I'm chilling. Like I'm in a good mood.
I feel like.
Most days,
Uh,
depending on what I see on Twitter, like my morning might be chalked, absolutely chalked, just because I might be like, dude. And then that's another thing too, is that I realize like when I sit there and I see some shit on Twitter, like if I see some shit that I don't agree with, and that's like because there's certain people like, I mean, there's a lot of shit on Twitter I won't agree with, and I'm a person of very strong opinions, but like when I see some wild ass shit, like it low key kind of like starts to annoy me.
oh my
I just
god.
like I'm just like not cause like certain like it's just because certain people will say like certain like wild ass shit,
Mm-hmm.
and it just depends on what the topic is, what I'm reading. I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, why are y'all being so toxic? Like, why are y'all saying this shit? And then it's like, I'll find myself like just randomly for whatever reason, it'll like because I saw it so early in the morning, like it's still in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't even have it in my like it shouldn't even be a topic in my brain, but for some reason, my brain like it'll just go back to it. If I have like time to just think, my brain will just find that for some reason, and it's because I saw it
Yeah.
as the first thing in the fucking morning. And it's just like, dude, get this shit the fuck away from me. Like, I don't want to think about this shit anymore. I don't even want to give it that much of my energy. Cause like, if I'm looking at shit on Twitter throughout the day, I don't remember anything at all. But whenever I look at that shit in the morning, bro, I will remember that shit the entire fucking day until I fall asleep. I might even remember it the fucking next day, depending on how tilted it made me that
Yeah.
fucking morning, just to read it. Like, just how much it might have thrown off my energy. So, my advice is literally live off of social media. Like, stay off that shit as much as you possibly can. Do a fucking little detox. Get off of fucking delete your Instagram for a week. You don't have to delete your Instagram account, but delete that for like a week and or 2 weeks or a month, however long you want to do it for. But I promise you, you'll realize how addicted you are to that shit once you delete it. You're gonna see yourself going to however you look for your app. If it's typing it in, like swiping down, type it in Instagram, whatever have you, or if you're whatever way, or if you have your little fucking your little pop up shit in your little box, and you fucking just you have your all social medias in one little thing. However you have it grouped up, you're gonna find yourself going to that shit every time and seeing that Instagram's not there no more. You can be like, "Fuck, what am I gonna do now?" Like it's literally an addiction. It's the worst addiction in the fucking world, to be honest. Like it's terrible. It is terrible. But take that time for yourself. Fuck that shit. Fuck Instagram. Fuck everything. Honestly, like if you've never done a social media detox, do it.
Nah, you need
It's
to.
honestly, it's
You need
great.
to.
It's great for your mental.
I'm gonna be honest, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Like
Sorry for my tangent.
when it comes down to like really spending time off of social media, it's like the best time for you to grow. And a lot of people don't understand like social media is a mixture of everybody in one place at the same time. Like you don't really realize that when you go on to Instagram or you go on to Facebook that there's so many other people that are doing the same exact thing that you're doing right now. And it's like, should I actually be doing this? Or should I actually be doing something that's going to help me move forward? Something that's going to allow me to help me get to where I want to go? Or are you going to continue sitting there going on your phone and looking at stuff that's not going to serve you? Like Angel said, you wake up, you can see one thing, and that one thing can dictate how you go about the rest of your day. Why can't we just get up and just put our phones to the side, let it sit there for a little bit, go do what we got to do, and then come back to the phone and be like, oh, all right, but now I'm in reality. Why do we automatically pick
Yeah,
up our phone and say, all right, let's spend our first time at life again, this first opportunity that we have at life again? Because every day is an opportunity, right? So every time you wake up and you have the opportunity to do something that you want to do, why is that? Why is picking up your phone and going on Instagram the very first thing you do, or going on social media the very first thing you do?
that's a fact. And that's a great point that you said. Coming back to reality, because that shit is not reality.
Yeah,
Listen,
man.
and that's another thing too. Like, it's just you'll find yourself comparing yourself to a lot of other people. You'll find yourself looking at other people, and instead of like, it's honestly like it's hard to look at all these success stories, um, and be like, oh, I'm inspired by it, because it's like at the end of the day, when you see all these people, and when you see people younger, especially when you see people who are younger than you
Mm-hmm.
doing better than you are, it's like you can be inspired to a certain extent, but like seeing it over and over again, it can get discouraging at sometimes, because it's like, am I not doing anything right? Am I just a fuck up? Am I just never gonna make it?
Can I? Can
Because
I?
all you see is the final result. You don't that you never ever will hear about the process that they go through. You don't even know if the success that they're displaying is actually true, because all they're showing you is imagery. That's all they're showing. Like, I could go right now. I could go either rent a fucking Lambo for a couple $100. You know what I'm saying, with like $1,000 deposit or some shit like that, and take wild pictures. I could go buy fake money, put that shit in rubber bands, and hold that shit on my arm like this in front of the Lambo, and y'all would think I'm rich as fuck, and I'm broke as hell right now, currently.
But
Actual
you know what's
finances.
crazy? That one thing that you would have dead ass brought mad attention to you, and you dead ass would have probably got mad opportunities over doing that one thing just because of the
Yeah,
fact that you said, you know what? Let me just go out and the women just do it, post a picture and just say fuck it. And
honestly, bro,
knowing
that would be my most like pick on my account,
of
one
all
thousand
time,
percent,
of all time. And niggas would be like, oh
one
my
thousand
God,
percent.
Angel, what happened? What did you do?
Yeah,
You wouldn't answer nobody, wouldn't say nothing. But a whole bunch of people would be hitting your DM like, yo, bro, like, come do this, yo, bro, come do that, da 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 da. And it's like, there was always opportunity when I
I should
wasn't,
do that shit as a social experiment.
right, bro? Like, it's bad. It's really, really, really bad. And
You're
it's
listening
like,
to this right now, and you and you see a fucking and you see a picture within the next couple of months, and I'm in front of a Lambo with hella bands.
I'm gonna just be like,
Just know
he
you got
really did it.
bamboozled.
He really did it. He really did it. Let's see what happens on Instagram. Let's see what Instagram happens. Bro, I feel like low key you'd probably end up with like 14K followers after a picture like that.
That shit would be nuts.
Niggas would be like, yeah, Instagram going freeze. They're gonna be like, what is going on, bro? Why does he have so many followers? All he did was get in front of a Lambo with cash with a fire fitted,
Yeah,
and people was like, I need to follow him. What does he
yeah.
do? And they're gonna get to your page and be like, he got 5 posts, but this one is really the shit. Let's see what he got next. And then the next post is gonna,
And they ain't gonna
might
see
be
nothing.
something totally different. And they're gonna be like,
They ain't gonna see nothing for a whole year.
14K? Yeah, it low key might keep going up. I'm not even gonna lie to you, to be honest. Like,
Who
it's
knows? I would definitely have hella impressions. I would definitely some like that. My algorithm probably to go crazy. They go and throw me in the algorithm like, oh, he's in front of a fire card.
mm-hmm.
All right, we gonna put him in everyone's feed.
Yep.
It's just stupid, bro. It's honestly dumb as fuck. Like, and if you honestly, what's that movie, The Social Dilemma?
Yeah.
Or it's not even like a movie. It's like a documentary.
Yeah.
But if you haven't watched that shit on Netflix, go watch that shit. You watch that shit. That should change your perspective completely on how
On
like all
everything.
social media apps are run. Not even just social media, how the internet is ran.
Yes, bro.
It's like, what the fuck. And it kind of like, at least for me, it's like it'll like come to my conscience sometimes. I'll be like, I'll literally think about that shit, and how like their description of it was like having a person literally on the opposite side inside your phone, just fucking throwing shit at you. Like, that's what I think about sometimes. Like, if you ever find yourself like, because you're gonna learn that the apps are literally designed to keep your like to maintain your retention. Like that's how they get paid. That's how they make their money is how long they can keep you on the app. So their purpose is not for you to just come on here and just see something for 2 minutes. Like they want you there as long as they possibly can keep you there because that's where they're gonna get their money. That's how they are able to outsource for ads. That's how they're able to get ad revenue because people will pay to have their ads on that app based on how long their
Yep,
user time
it's a
is.
big fact.
Like your time being spent on there is literally get sold to companies as data.
Like,
So
why do you think TikTok?
understand that they want you there forever.
Why do you think TikTok grew so fast
Yeah, it's because
during
they
the
have those like
pandemic?
fucking bro.
All
It's because
everybody did
it's
was watch
instant.
TikToks.
It's because it's instant. It's instant, like
Literally,
literally,
it's
and
boom.
that's why Instagram adapted Reels
Yes,
because like you literally
one, two,
swipe it.
three.
Like literally, all you have to do is just swipe down once, and you already have a new video playing right in front of you. You don't have to like press play. You don't have to do anything. The audio automatically starts as soon as you start the video. Like everything starts instantly for you, instantly.
And
And they even have the
that's
fucking. They even have the subtitle shit. The fucking the like the shit that reads the fucking
captions.
audio for you. Yeah, they have the captions, like the shit that reads the audio
Mm-hmm.
for you. Like they TikTok has it all. Like they are the number one app because of that. Like they literally understand
They
so well how to
understood the
maintain.
assignment. Let's just say that.
Yeah, they aced the fucking test. They
Yeah,
understand how to keep the attention of all people at all
and I'm not even
times,
gonna sit
and
here
that's
and
why I
cap.
refuse to download that app.
I've been through it, bro. I've been through it. There's been days, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
know.
one specific day. One specific day, bro. I woke up at like 11 something, right? And this had to be like during a pandemic, like beginning of pandemic. And I had just got furloughed from my job. So I'm sitting at home, and this is like before we started
Right.
getting heavy into MLM, before
Yeah.
we were going crazy with IM. So I had like some time to myself and I'm just chilling. So I had woke up at like 11 something and I opened TikTok. I start watching TikToks. I go downstairs, I make food, go back upstairs, watch more TikToks. Ate my food, put my plate on the counter, watch more TikToks. By the time I stopped watching TikToks, bro, it was 4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh hell no. Yo, that's what 12. That's
Four
14 hours. No,
4 o'clock in the fucking morning, bro.
you said you woke up at 11.
AM.
So 12, 11. That's 12, 1, 2. That's 16 hours of TikToks. Nah,
The
see,
next day,
that shit is
the next
devious.
day, I looked at my time, how much time I had on TikTok, and I saw that it said around 15 and change, 16. I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. Deleted the app that day.
Yeah, I have the
As
app on my
as
phone,
did
but I don't
again,
even
then I
use
was
it.
like, all right, bet, no problem. Now I use it moderately, like very moderate.
Yeah, I literally only have that app downloaded for when because it made it so that way you can't like if you don't have it downloaded, you can play the video once. But like if you want to replay it, because sometimes like I won't understand what people are saying in the video, or I'm trying to read the shit because I don't know I can't understand what the fuck they're saying, and then it's just too fast. Like like some of those videos that they had they don't even say anything. It's
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
captions, and then so like but that shit goes like dumb fast.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even read it,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to keep on replaying it to try to figure out what the fuck is going
Yeah.
on. So I like if someone would send me one of those videos, I would sit there and try to replay it to see what the fuck's going on, and then it'd be like, "Oh, you have to download the TikTok app." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I downloaded the app literally only for that. Like, I follow 13 accounts. I don't even know why I follow 13 accounts. I don't even know who I follow. Like, I don't even go
Nah,
on that
bro.
shit.
It's I will say though, like I've learned a lot of shit off of TikTok. I'm not gonna cap because there's sometimes like I work at Lacrosse Limited, and like during the day, and the one location that I work at, the way we work is so coherent, and we get everything done at a very, very, very fast pace. So like if we get shipments in, or if we have a whole bunch of things that have to get done on the computer, or there's a whole bunch of customers coming in, we get them done and taken care of as fast as possible, and make sure everybody is satisfied. But when there's downtime, it's like, okay, cool. If I'm cleaning the store's already clean. If I'm vacuumed already, I took out the garbage, I did everything I had to do, bro. I'm gonna open up TikTok. If I open up TikTok, I honestly might spend a good 4.5, 5 hours watching TikToks while I'm at work because everything's already taken care of. So it's like, what else am I going to do? And I don't want to watch like a nice long podcast and somebody walks in and I gotta stop the podcast. Then I can start it again and somebody else comes in. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to watch it all the way through.
Yeah, not me.
Can't
I'm a
happen all the
podcast
time,
guy.
you know? No, I like podcasts. Like if I'm at home, I can watch a podcast so I can watch it all the way through. I don't like
I'd be
taking
listening.
the pauses in
Yeah, no,
between.
I don't. I personally don't mind it, so I'll do it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I have to, I'll just go back. Like, cause I know pretty much everything that happened before. I just if I have to go back like the 15 seconds to
Yeah.
like catch up to what the fuck's actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Well,
Fuck you. I'm getting fucking notifications. Leave me alone. I got the fucking doo doo. But nah. But yeah, I'll just go back like the 15 seconds and then just get caught up on what. Cause that's what I do when I'm doing like Uber Eats or whatever.
mm-hmm.
I try to find fucking a podcast or some shit to listen to when I'm driving, just because I can't. Like I can listen to music, but
It gets
I can't
boring
listen.
after
To,
a while, bro.
I can't listen to music for just 4 hours straight.
It gets boring after a while.
OD boring.
It gets boring
Because
after a
like I'm
while.
just kind of like because you kind of start to listen to the same shit
Same shit over and over and
over
over
and
again.
over again for a little while. But honestly, what I can say about me driving around doing fucking Uber Eats is that I'm finding a lot of like not even new music, but just a lot of the music that I used to listen to when I was younger, or just songs that I like that I've never known the names of because of the Apple Music fucking they have a they have some feature. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's a feature whenever you play so you have your it's like the shuffle button or the repeat button and shuffle button, and then there's another button. It's like a little it's like a little infinite thing, the infinite sign.
Yes.
But it basically like it'll just like whatever song you select, it'll just start playing mad random songs that like they guess they think are similar to that song
Oh
that you listen to.
fuck! Hold
Yeah,
on, this
you didn't know
nigga's
that.
wildin'. Hold on, this nigga's tripping.
If you go on if you go on the Apple Music app and then like so like you see the little three shit on the bottom right. If you like so where it says playing next, like to the right, it'll be right here. So people who are on that little thing that's highlighted,
Copy.
the people who are on YouTube, I'm showing it on the camera right now. And or people who are listening, I'm showing it on the camera right now for the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's that little shit. But yeah, so like I literally like I was listening to Spanish music
Wow, this is
and
the
I
first
started
time
finding it's the first time you've seen that?
it's the first
You
time
didn't even know it was
I've
a thing?
ever seen this shit, bro. I'm about to find
Bro.
mad music.
Yeah, so like I was listening to like some Daddy Yankee song like last week,
Uh-huh.
and then bro, it literally just took me down like
Memory lane.
old old ass like 2006, 2007 reggaeton songs. I was sitting there vibing. I was going crazy. I'm
Yo,
like,
bro, my
yo,
cousins are
I'm
Puerto
like, this is
Rican.
lit.
My cousins are Puerto Rican, so when they were younger, they used to play a lot of Daddy Yankee songs in their crib. So when we were over there, obviously, bro, I am nowhere near Puerto Rican, so I don't know what the hell he was saying in those songs, bro. But I tell you one thing, these hips move, bro. And as soon as as soon as those songs came on, I did I was in that house doing my
Yeah,
little
nah,
bop,
fucking
had it getting done,
Spanish
bro.
music, bro.
Spanish music
Spanish music is
bops.
honestly the best music in the world,
Yo,
in my
I
opinion.
gotta give a shout out to Andreas, bro. I'm gonna give a shout out to Andreas. I'm gonna give a shout out
Andres.
to Jordan as well, because Andreas is Dominican, and ever since we were younger, bro, I've always been around him and Dominican heritage. That shit is so lit, bro. From food to music to the people, the way they
Dominicans are
speak,
nuts.
everything is like it's so spectacular to see somebody else's heritage from the outside point of view, bro. It's like,
Yeah,
oh my
Dominicans.
god, that shit is amazing. It's the same thing for you too. Like I
They
figured you would know that, but it's like
Dominicans speak
crazy.
way too fast
They
though.
do. They do.
Like I'd be looking at them like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like I don't know what the fuck they be saying. I just nod my head. I'm like, oh, see.
Yeah, facts, facts, facts. Nah,
And
they're
I could
amazing
speak
though.
I could speak Spanish. Like I'm not as fluid with it as I once was because I don't talk Spanish as often, but I can still speak Spanish. But when they be talking, bro, I just be looking at them like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? And that's another thing too. I don't think a lot of people, especially if you don't speak Spanish, there's different dialects. And if you don't know what like a dialect is, it's pretty much just like the enunciation of certain words or just what a certain word may mean. Like how like there's literally different in English, like our English language, American English compared to UK English. Like there's different shit that we say but it might mean the same thing as something that we say. So like, I can't tell you specific words because I'm not a UK dude, but I know for a fact like there's definitely words that they say that we will say a different word, but they have the same definition. So when we like so Puerto Ricans, Colombians, fucking Salvadorians, literally every Spanish culture, and I can't even say Spanish culture, Latino culture, because we're not Spanish. That's another thing too. Stop calling everyone Spanish. Only people that are Spanish are people who are from Spain. I'm not Spanish, and I'm not Hispanic. I'm Latino. I just want y'all to know that. Don't ever disrespect us
Oh,
and fucking call
nobody
us
is
Hispanic.
disrespecting you. All right, bet.
Don't ever call us Hispanic because we're not Hispanic. We are Latinos. All right. Anyway,
He just said
there's
black.
different. Huh?
I just said he just said black with a twist.
Oh, this dude. But nah. Yeah, there's different dialects, so like there is definitely a barrier between like when your different cultures are trying to communicate. There's like really like a translation. Like your brain is out there. Your brain is doing so much, bro. When you're not, when you're like Puerto Rican talking to a Dominican, or you're Puerto Rican talking to a Mexican, or if you're Puerto Rican talking to a fucking Salvadorian, whatever. Like your brain is trying to computate so much because it's like, what does this word mean to them? Do they understand what I'm even saying, or are they just looking at me and trying to understand what I'm saying right now? What are they saying to me right now? I don't even know what's going on. Someone give me a dictionary
Nah, bro.
or a Rosetta Stone. I need to figure out what the fuck
Bro,
is
a Rosetta
happening,
Stone is facts, bro. A Rosetta Stone
bro.
is
But
facts.
yeah, Dominicans, y'all be talking too fast sometimes. Y'all need to slow it down, bro. I
But
need to, cause my dad's girlfriend's Dominican.
really,
So whenever
he
I be
knows.
talking to, bro, whenever I be talking to her, or not even I talk to her, when she talks to me, I just be looking at her. I'd ask every time, like, what? I'm like, you need to relax, sis. Like, you need
What are
to
you
relax.
saying?
I don't know what the fuck is
I
going
can't
on.
hear
And then that's when
you.
she starts talking in English. Cause I'm like, yeah, like, all right, see
Please,
this,
thank
I
you.
got you. Like, now I understand what's
I get what
happening.
you're saying
Cause when
now.
she talks in English, she doesn't talk as fast as but when she talks Spanish, bro, it's like, no, we're not.
We're not
No,
doing
I
that.
can't do
I
this.
can't
I can't do this.
comprehend the words that are coming
I
out of your
can't do
mouth. So
this.
please slow down. That's
Yeah,
exactly what's taking
literally,
place. But nah,
literally.
altogether, I respect them. I love y'all. All the
I feel like Chris
Dominicans
Tucker.
out there, bro. I love all y'all. All the Puerto Ricans out there. I love all of y'all. I love y'all music. I appreciate y'all food. Y'all are fantastic people. Just keep shining and keep growing.
I need the Dominicans to start jacking the Haitians though. Stop being foul. Y'all are fucked up.
I don't.
Y'all are
I
fucked
don't.
up. Y'all are fucked up.
Well, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That had nothing
Y'all
to
are
do with
fucked
me.
up. Y'all are fucked
I
up. That's
got.
just foul. Y'all are foul. Y'all are definitely y'all are the same. Fucking on the same island. Y'all might not follow the same culture, but you're literally on the same island. There's an invisible barrier or a border that separates you guys. So stop being so fucking rude to each other. Start being a fucking family. Y'all honestly would probably prosper so much more if y'all did, to be honest. To keep it a buck. Like the people on that island,
Mm,
like I feel like everything would be so much better for like livelihood for everyone
hmm.
if y'all would just like
Come
be
together.
like cohesive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like be a community. Instead of just being like, no, fuck you. You're on that side. I'm on this side.
Stay
Fuck
there.
you. Fuck you. We have the same skin complexion, but fuck you anyway.
No,
And we speak a different. That shit is really crazy though.
I know
If
black.
you really think about it, bro,
I know black.
like they talk a completely different language on like literally just like a couple miles away. You're funny as hell. I know black. I know
Wait,
black.
what's that little guy's name? You know what I'm talking about?
Which guy?
He was like, "I
You're,
am not a
you're talking about
baby.
yeah, that dude.
I
I don't know. I don't
I
know
know
what his
black.
name is.
I know black. I know black.
I don't know what his name is. What is his name? I don't even
I
know.
think it
I'm
starts
not
with
gonna find.
start with like a P, something like that.
I'm not gonna find him. You might be right, but I have no idea.
I know
But he was
black.
funny as fuck.
I
He was
am
funny
not
as
a
fuck.
baby.
He was funny as hell. But nah. I don't know. You got any other fucking topics for the week? iPhone 13 just got announced.
Fuck the iPhone
Well,
13.
like today as we're recording this.
Fuck the iPhone 13.
It's Tuesday.
Fuck the 12
Today's
too.
Tuesday, right? Yeah, today's Tuesday. It's literally an iPhone 12. The
Going
only
up.
difference is that they finally have 120 hertz refresh rate, and if you don't know what that is, basically it just means how like fast your like literally it's refresh like your screen is refreshing. So like how fast you're getting new inputs into your screen, how fast everything just pops up. That's literally all that means. They're pretty much like that for the people who have heard of the word frame rate
Mm-hmm.
or frames. So like when you're playing games, FPS is frames per second. So like the way you get high frame rates is you have to play on a monitor that has high refresh rate to be able to refresh your screen at that rate to give you those frames. So if you play on like 140 or 140 hertz, then you're getting you could run up to 140 frames and like actually visibly see the 140 frames. So like with this, I'm assuming we're probably going to be able to see 120 frames on an iPhone now, which I guess is pretty cool. Um, I don't know if they changed the display like for 4K yet, but they need to. I'm tired of that little 1080p shit
We need a different
on
design,
the
bro.
movies.
Can we get a new design? Can we get something
What are they
fun?
gonna do now, though? It's just a fucking phone now. At this point, bro, like we've gotten to the point in phones that it's like,
Yeah,
what the fuck are y'all
yeah,
gonna do that's gonna impress us now?
that's a
The
fact.
only thing that's gonna impress me is if I turn into fucking Iron Man, bro, and I could literally pull my screen out of my phone. If I can have a projection screen, bro, y'all will have my money. I will 1000% buy that phone. But until I can pull my screen out my phone, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I want to be fucking Tony Stark without Tony Stark money. All right, I want to be able to fucking just, bro. That they had that like that was a what are those shits called? A fucking I don't know what the fuck I forgot. I don't remember the word. Holy shit.
What is it?
Um, like when it's a fucking I guess like a mock design or whatever, or like or a rumor design, whatever the fuck. I don't. There's like an actual a term that I'm looking for, like in the tech world. I just don't remember it. But I guess like it was just a mock design at the time. I don't know how long ago,
A model?
but it was yeah. I guess like
I
a
know,
fucking
and
I guess
I know what you're talking
or
about.
like like a sample fucking
Yeah,
something. I don't fucking know. I'm using the wrong words because a sample isn't even for tech world. That's for the sneaker culture and fucking and clothes. Um, God damn it. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to paint the picture and I'm doing a very bad job at it right now. But all right, a mock design. I think we all I think we all know what a mock is. I hope you do. If you don't, I can't break it down anymore for you. So
replica.
there you go, a replica. But there was like a replica version of it, and like way back in probably when the fucking I think low key when the iPhone 6 was coming out, like it was like the rumored versions of the whatever, and it had like I remember seeing like a version of an iPhone, like a YouTube video with the fucking projection screen. I thought we were gonna get that shit a long ass time ago, and that shit was fire. So whenever they do that, bro, that's gonna be like I feel like about as far as they can go with like a phone. Because now at this point, it's like, what are we doing? They made the fucking foldable phone. The iPhone, the Apple didn't do it. So there's a Samsung phone now that
Mm-hmm.
folds.
Yeah,
Remember, like how like a couple years ago they were saying like, oh, like our iPhone might be able to fold, whatever have you. Yeah, no, there's a phone that folds.
that shit
Why?
is stupid.
I don't fucking know. Like, why do you want to fold your phone, bro? What is the point?
I
I'm not
mean,
carrying an
I
I'm not
mean,
carrying an iPad in my fucking pocket. I am not carrying an iPad in my pocket. That's different.
it
That's just
is,
it's
but
just a cover. That's a cover, bro. Like
my bad
like
case.
literally your phone is just like you just fold it in half and you just put it in your pocket. Like why do I need to fold my phone? I don't know. It's not a fucking it's not a wallet. It's it's my cellular device.
And that's all I
I
need
don't
it
need
for.
my fucking I don't need my phone to be an iPad.
It's a fact.
Like I'm not about to pull a fucking Apple Pencil out of my pocket and start fucking drawing and shit on my phone. Like it's not happening, bro. I mean, I guess it's cool to an extent, like it's a different design, but I think we're just at that point in tech now that like the only thing they can start doing is like literally just wild shit. Because
Stupid
we've just
shit.
been seeing we've seen it like we've seen it all at this point. I feel like we've seen the majority of it. Like it's like what are they gonna like? We've went through Touch ID, we went through Face ID, or the whatever. Like there's honestly to me, I mean, there's a reason why I'm not working in Silicon Valley. There's a reason why I'm not working for Apple because I just don't see a necessity for like any new phones. The only thing that they're gonna really be up, like the only thing that they updated on this new iPhone, the iPhone 13 is hardware. Like there's like I think it's an 813 Bionic chip, just supposed to be the CPU 50% faster, which it basically does like every year. That's what's gonna happen. Like naturally, when you upgrade hardware, things are just gonna progress.
You're
Things are
gonna
gonna
get
be
a
faster.
beefed up iPhone
That's
12,
just
and
that's literally all it
that's
is.
literally gonna be it. You're gonna get a beefed up
They got a
iPhone
better
12.
camera. Yeah, you're gonna get a better camera.
Of course, you're gonna get a
Like
better camera.
they're
Take
just
night
gonna they're gonna
pictures.
make they're gonna make a new iOS. I what I don't even know what the fuck I just said.
iOS.
iOS. I don't know. I try to say
I don't
iOS,
know
but I didn't
what
say
you said.
iOS.
Yeah, you said some other
I
shit.
don't know what I said. I think I said iOS.
I
That's what I said. I said
iOS,
iOS.
iOS.
But they're making iOS 15 now.
Jesus Christ, bro, this is
I
insane.
don't know, bro. The software, like even that shit, the software looks the same at this point. That's what they need to do though. They need a new design now for
Yeah,
iOS
bro.
or
It's been
15,
the
whatever the
same
fuck.
shit.
Oh, make sure you update your iPhones too. There's a spyware shit. There's a spyware glitch. So if you're not currently on iOS, I think 14.8,
Take
make
a
sure
look.
you make sure you upgrade to iOS 14.8. Cause yeah, there's a spyware glitch. I don't know exactly what it entails, and I don't really care to know what it entails. I just know that update your phone, and that's pretty much that on that.
That's that on that. I'm about to update both of them.
That's dead on that. Real quick too, I low key
Yo, bro.
what
Before anything, I left the fire on
you left the fire
in
on.
the house.
OD, what are you trying to bring your crib
Nah,
down?
my grandma texted me and was like, "Hey, you burned that. You left the fire on. I almost burnt my hand." I was like, "Really? Yeah, you left it on low." I'm like, "Man, what is going on, bro?" I took the pan right off, and oh, okay, that's why. The pan wasn't still on there. If the pan was still on there, then I would know that I'd have to turn the fire off. But
Real quick, I do
sheesh.
want to talk about um fuck. What do I want to? Oh, games,
Oh God, God
video
of War,
games.
Jesus Christ.
Um, 2K came out a couple days ago. As always, I don't have 2K right now. I don't have a console yet. I'm hopefully gonna get a PS5 within the next couple months. But 2K came out a couple days ago. As always, 2K servers were down as soon as the game came out. Nothing new from 2K. Y'all are trash.
I hate
Y'all make
2K
a fucking terrible game
every year.
damn near every year. I don't know how this game is. I honestly don't even feel like playing it when I do get a console because it's probably ass, just like 2K20 was. Um, I heard that they changed the dribble moves and shit like that. It's like the biggest, I guess, the big
Yeah,
update
I
on
heard
that.
that too.
Obviously, they upgraded the graphics. They're gonna do that every year. Um, yeah, I don't understand why y'all still buy 2K though and complain about it being trash, but then you buy it again. It doesn't make sense. It's like having an ex that you just keep going back to over and over and over again, just because you guys had fun
Convenient,
one time. Yeah.
because it's a
Um.
convenience. I haven't turned my Xbox on in a minute. I'm not gonna
Let's
cap.
see. The Sony showcase happened the other day at I don't know what I don't know if it was like I just know it was called Sony Showcase. I don't know if it was like some at like an event or some shit like that.
Mhm.
But we are officially so I don't know. So this whole topic and conversation is like for people who play video games. Um, if you guys did play Spider Man on on PS4 or PS5, whichever one, it's made by Insomniac Games. Greatest Spider Man game that's ever been created, hands down. I don't know if you played it, Chaucer. Have you played
Nah,
it?
I've never played
No,
it,
because you
but
have an
I've
Xbox.
played the older generation Spider-Man games though,
Yeah,
so I
you need
can. I don't have to play it. I can visibly see the differences and how
yeah,
that game
like
is better already.
it's literally the best game for obviously Spider Man wise. It's like not even close. Um, but they made Spider Man Miles Morales, and now they're officially making Spider Man 2 comes out in 2023. Making Spider Man 2. They're introducing Venom as a as I guess I don't know if he's in. I'm wondering if he's going to be the villain or if he's going to be a playable character.
I feel like he might end up being a playable character. I'm not
I
gonna
hope
lie,
he's a playable character.
that would be fun as
I
hell.
really do. I don't know why. That's something I want to talk about too. I don't know why we love Venom so much.
I love Venom, bro.
Like
I
literally
love
everyone love
Venom.
he's like the only they could put the entire Sinister Six in a game, which they already did in the first Spider-Man. Spoiler alert if you didn't already know that. I don't know. Honestly, the game's been out for like 3 years, so You're living under a rock. Anyway, but they had the Sinister Six in the first one. Um, and no one gives a fuck about being able to be a playable character against any of them. Venom gets announced, and I see people on Twitter saying, "I hope he's a playable character. I hope he's a playable character." So who knows? We'll see what happens. They're probably gonna end up making him the villain, but I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the game when you beat it, he could be a playable character. Like
Yup.
after you beat it, which would be fire. I think they did do that in one of the Spider-Man games.
Yes.
I think it was Spider-Man Unlimited
Yes.
on like the PS2 or some shit. It
Mm-hmm.
was like the cartoon version.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being able to play as Venom. That shit is fun as fuck though when you can play as Venom. He is, if they do it right, which I don't have a doubt in my mind that they will. It's Insomniac. They literally released two bangers. It's gonna be a fire game. They're also releasing a Wolverine game. Wolverine,
Nah,
bro.
bro. That's the one.
Wolverine. Listen,
That's the one.
all I have to say about that is if you played any of those fucking shitty ass X-Men games back
Yeah,
in the day,
bro.
those shitty ass Wolverine games back in the days, the fuck all them shits, erase it from your memory. Erase it. All right? That shit will never, this Wolverine game, I guarantee you, is going to be the best, like best replication of Wolverine in a video game
Did
ever.
they?
One thousand
Is there a
percent.
trailer?
All there is like a fucking like it's like a 30-second like trailer of just some guy walking into a bar and he just fucked everyone up that was in the bar. You can see it on YouTube. It's like literally like a 30-second fucking trailer. I wish YouTube is blocked. What? Oh wait, I spelled YouTube wrong. I was about to say what?
Toxic.
I don't know what the fuck I spelled to be honest with you.
Nah, bro.
Wolverine trailer. Yeah, it's literally it's 45 seconds. 45 seconds of pure just beauty. I mean, you could honestly just skip forward to like 15 seconds.
When you plan and schedule your social media with Later, you can focus on your business while you're.
You can hear it?
You gotta add, yeah. Like, what the hell?
At the dark end of the street. That's where we
Oh, this is not actual gameplay.
No, it's just like
Yeah.
it's just a teaser for it. For everyone listening on the podcast, it's coming out of his
My
whatever the
speakers,
fuck.
my speakers, yeah.
Yeah. And if you're listening right now, if you haven't seen it, just pull it up and just watch it with him.
Nah, bro. He didn't even do anything, and I got excited.
Bro, like, but do you see,
Yeah.
bro? Do you see his hand?
Yeah, bro.
The claws coming out of his hand. They're just everything, bro. Everything.
If they
And,
play
like that right there reminds me of Logan when he was fighting in the fucking, or no, not Logan. Was it Logan when he was fighting in the bar? I don't know if it
X-Men
was Logan or the movie
Origins.
before that.
X-Men
Or if it was
Origins.
it wasn't X-Men Origins.
X-Men Origins.
Was it X-Men
Yeah,
Origins?
he fought in the bar in the beginning of the movie. He fought, what's it called? Sabretooth.
He fought at a bar in another movie too.
He fought in the bar in mad movies.
Yeah, he did. He just be at the bar too much. He need to
Yeah,
get out of
like,
there.
fucking out.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It was X-Men Origins, and then what was the one where he was in fucking Japan?
That was
Just Wolverine,
it was
right?
Wolverine, but it was
It was just called Wolverine.
yeah, it was just called Wolverine. It wasn't like an X-Men movie, nothing like that. It was just called Wolverine.
I think that was the one I'm thinking about where he was in the bar.
He was in the bar
Is it
fight
that
then,
one?
though.
Yeah.
But that one's
Yeah,
like
wait, was that was the movie when he was like done being Wolverine, right? Like he wasn't trying to fight no more,
yeah, like he left X-Men.
and then he ended up getting pulled back into it because of whatever the fuck, because of that girl. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, that was the one I was thinking about. Yeah, mixed, but it literally reminds me of that. This is gonna be so, bro. Honestly though, what I wish they did in video games, I wish they got the face scans of the people who are like the actual actors, bro. Like if they had the Hugh Jackman, I mean, we still don't even know we don't even know what his face looks like, bro. If they have the Hugh Jackman face scan and that shit, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm going to lose my mind, bro. That shit would
That's
be
lit.
so lit.
That's lit.
So lit. I just know that it's expensive because you have to get the IP for the person. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to pay the person, obviously, and it also depends on like, 'cause, bro, honestly, me, like if I was fucking Hugh Jackman and I played Wolverine, I wouldn't give a fuck about the bread, bro. Put me in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like what? I get to everyone in the world gets to play as me, and everyone wants to play as me. Not even just like they bro, like
They want to play
he
as
is
me.
Wolverine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like anybody else ever gets casted for Wolverine,
It's not gonna.
like people are gonna be hesitant to even watch the movie because it's not Hugh Jackman,
Yeah.
bro. It's literally the same thing as like if they ever were to try to do a reboot on fucking Iron Man
Mhm.
and make it not Robert Downey Jr., you're literally smoking crack.
You're bugging,
Like
bro.
you're bugging. Like you're
Just
bugging.
like
Like
we
they
said
would like
last week about Drake. You know how Drake raised an entire generation?
yeah,
Marvel,
like literally
the Marvel
yeah,
universe literally raised an entire generation of people that even starts
literally.
before ours. So it's like coming into that, there's so much more that has to like be done in order for everything to take place and work out
Yeah,
perfectly, you know?
literally. And fucking even I want to say this real quick though about Spider-Man. Spider-Man, I don't think we ever talked about the Spider-Man trailer that got dropped a couple weeks ago.
We did.
Uh we did? I
Yeah.
don't think we did.
We did. I watched it. Oh, we didn't
We
talk about
did?
it on a podcast. No, we talked about it
Yeah, we talked
beforehand.
about it like we were gonna talk about it on the podcast,
Yeah,
but
we
we didn't
never
talk
did.
about it on the pod.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? I don't even remember what the fuck the name of the new one is. Hold on. I wanna get
Spider-Man
the
or
name.
something.
No, it's Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man No Way Home?
No Way Home.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Spider-Man No Way Home, the trailer dropped. That was 3 weeks ago already?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That was episode 2?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Time is flying.
Time is
So yeah, it
going.
dropped 3 weeks ago. Holy shit, I didn't realize it dropped 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
We're
bro.
talking about it now. I don't give a fuck. I love Spider-Man. I watched the first one.
Oh my god.
Bro, I'm professional choicer.
It's
At
not
it again.
unprofessional me, bro. My phones are on silent. How does that even take place? How does that even happen? My phones are on silent. How are you calling me and my phones are on silent?
I watched the first one. I watched Homecoming again.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, any of you that think Toby Maguire or Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man, you're drunk. Okay? You're drunk. If you have not watched the first Spider-Man movie, the second Spider-Man movie, or the third Spider-Man movie in 2021, I need you to go back and watch them. The best one out of the 3 is Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3 is absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. Terrible CGI on Venom. Absolute dog shit. Sandman was I. Emo Peter Parker was cringy as fuck to watch. And Spider-Man 1 was calm. Okay? Green Goblin probably was the one that stole the show out of the whole thing. Let's be honest. Okay? The only reason why you think Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man is literally for nostalgia. That part of your brain is literally holding you back from realizing that Tom Holland is the greatest Spider-Man and Peter Parker rendition to ever grace the fucking the film scene, the cinematic area. It is undoubtedly Tom Holland. He literally has the perfect execution of Peter Parker and the perfect execution of Spider-Man. Spider-Man in the first fucking Spider-Man, or like the first trilogy of Tobey Maguire, bro, his Spider-Man, he was like an alright Spider-Man, but his Spider-Man was not Spider-Man. If you like ever even pay attention to like a Spider-Man comic or the cartoons at least, you will understand that Spider-Man is supposed to be like this like nerdy, witty guy who cracks jokes while he's fighting, shit like that. Toby never cracked no fucking jokes while he was fighting. He was just fighting. That's all he was doing. He wasn't saying shit. He hadn't have no punchlines. He wasn't funny. He wasn't making me fucking laugh. He was just fighting. Now, granted, yes, the fight scenes were lit, especially in Spider-Man 2, but there was nothing that was ever being said that was like funny. He was literally always emotional as fuck, crying all the damn time. And ain't
Bro,
nothing
he
wrong with
was
crying.
going through shit.
Bro,
He was going through it,
I
bro.
don't give a fuck what he's
Toby
going
was
through.
going through it, bro.
Tom Holland
Uncle
is
Ben,
fucking
Uncle Ben.
Tom
No, Uncle
Holland
Ben.
is literally
Nah, he is.
an actual high school kid.
He is.
Tom Holland's an actual Tom Holland looks like a high school kid, acts like a high school kid. Motherfucking Toby was acting like he was a college fucking senior in all of the movies. All right. I understand it for nostalgia purposes. I understand it. I loved them when I was a kid too. But I grew up and realized that they fucking sucked. Okay?
You know what's crazy though?
And you can realize that they fucking suck too.
Andrew Garfield. I never watched one of those Spider-Mans.
Listen,
That shit was
Andrew
just horrible.
Garfield, the movies weren't even that bad. Andrew Garfield is just too cool to be a fucking Peter Parker.
That's
Like,
a fact.
since when is Peter Parker skateboard? Like, what? Peter Parker skateboarding? Why? He was skateboarding before he was even Spider-Man. Peter Parker was not skateboarding. He was fucking he was an ace in science and going to fucking mathalons and shit. Like, he was a fucking nerd. He was not supposed to be cool. Like, Tom Holland is the best embodiment of both sides of Spider-Man, being Spider-Man and being Peter Parker. I'm telling you, go watch Homecoming again and like really just pay attention to like how his character is, bro. It's funny as fuck. Like, it's undeniably like, holy shit, like this is what Spider-Man is supposed to be.
Yeah,
You know what I
felt
mean?
that. I felt
Like
that.
him, like really, like him, like you seeing him become Spider-Man in the first one, like him like really fucking up, like and just doing mad dumb shit. Like when he's like, if you go to when he's at the party and when he leaves the party to chase Vulture, or when he sees the blue shit when he goes to like to go to the van, whatever have you, like you see him fucking jumping on top of the roof, ripping down the gutter, like getting stuck in all the fucking ripping all the lights down and shit like that. Like that shit is funny. Or like when he goes in the fucking when he's in the backyard and like fucks up, he's like literally laying down on the floor because he just knocked everything down. He has like no type of fucking like no fluidity to his movement yet. And then he sees the little girls and he says, "Oh, hi." And they just start fucking screaming. Like, there's no moments like that I remember in Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like in the original one. And that it's like, you have to have those moments. There's good combat in it too. Like, and he's going through it too. Like, he's visibly going through it as a high school kid, like trying to figure out his identity, all that shit. Like, that's what Spider-Man is supposed to be.
Do you see
literally
what they did with him though? Like, Spider-Man has gotten so many tries, bro. So many tries. And I want to state this shit right now, bro. I want to be very honest with you too. If you can give Spider-Man, right? He had how many movies before Homecoming?
5.
5?
But I do want to make this very clear before you even say anything. Those 5 were made by Sony. Homecoming was by Marvel, by Disney.
Okay.
And it was in the
facts.
MCU.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Sony's trash.
Sony is garbage. But listen to this.
For all that shit.
Listen to this. Even in general, in like just cinematic universe overall of every single movie ever, right? Don't you think that other superheroes deserve another movie chance? You know, like somebody that's like big and green. Like,
Bro, it's funny that you say that. I was literally at my cousin's I was at Shake Shack, the fucking one my cousin works at, and I was talking to one of his coworkers while I was waiting for my food. And literally we're having this like pretty much the same fucking conversation. We just didn't talk about Spider-Man, but I was talking about the games. It was a day that the PlayStation Showcase happened. So I was talking, I'm like, bro, I'm like, they need to make a new fucking Hulk movie. Like, they need a new, like, Hulk needs like a couple, like
he
at
needs
least a
his
couple
own
movies.
movie, bro. Please give us a Hulk movie, bro. Give me a Hulk movie.
Because the second one they made was ass. Honestly, the first, like, it didn't make sense. The first one was better than the second one. That was like the one movie.
No,
yes.
bro,
yes.
bro. Listen.
Yes. That second
the
one
way
sucked.
you feel about Hulk, about Spider-Man, is the way I feel about Hulk.
The second one sucked.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if you
The second
literally
one
sit
was-
down and watch the second movie, bro, the second movie is actually
I sat
pretty
down
good.
and I watched it.
It's really good, bro.
I sat
The
down
first
and I watched
movie
it.
he's fighting
Actually,
dogs.
you're right. It's not that bad.
Come on, bro. Like, yes, those
It's not that bad.
dogs
No, the
were
first-
actually they were actually legit. Like, I understand like why they were there and everything, but it's like you're doing all this other stuff. He looks very limeish green. Doesn't look like he's like the right green. He looks horrible on screen. Horrible.
No.
Bro, he looked like a fucking highlighter
No.
with purple pants on. he looked bad. In the second one, it was like, okay, you know what?
No,
You're giving me more of a vulgar type of Hulk, a version that everybody really wants to see. They want to see a
no.
angry ass Hulk.
The version of Hulk that they had in Avengers was the best version that they had. They just never made an individual
Yeah,
movie with him for whatever
he
reason.
was a monster, bro.
I
Monster.
don't
Then they
understand
fucking
why.
turned into Professor Hulk, and that shit hurt my
That
feelings.
shit pissed me
That
off.
shit hurt my feelings, bro.
That was the
I'm
worst
not
part of
gonna have.
Endgame, bro.
I'm
Was
not
when
gonna lie.
they made Professor Hulk.
He
He really
snaps.
got
His arm is
he got
depleted. What happens next?
he got his ass beat by by
Thanos
fucking by Thanos.
twice,
Thanos made him turn into a nerd.
literally, bro.
Like
Literally,
that was stupid as fuck. He literally has no like he can't do anything.
no, bro.
Professor Hulk is trash. That's just no. We need a Hulk movie.
Nobody wants a Professor Hulk.
I agree.
Nobody wants
We need a Hulk
Professor
movie.
Hulk, bro. I want a World War Hulk, and I want to see Scar come into the MCU. 100%. Scar's Hulk's son. I want to see Scar come into the MCU.
Oh shit! I didn't even
And
know that.
General
I
Thunderbolt
don't know that
Ross
much
with the
about
Red
Hulk.
Hulk. Red Hulk, I want to see him come into the MCU too. Make it fun, bro.
We're finally getting a Venom and Carnage that comes out
I
October
cannot
1st.
wait to watch that movie, bro.
Bro, listen, Sony, you're probably you're probably not hearing this, but if you are, stop being a bunch of money hungry motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro.
All right, like keep the fucking contract or whoever's being money hungry. I don't know who it is. If it's Sony, if it's fucking, I think it's Sony though, because Sony is literally just a bunch of dick suckers. You need to get your head out your ass, listen to the fucking fans, and keep that fucking contract active with Marvel. And you need to fucking put Venom into the MCU.
Yo, bro, you know how crazy that would be?
Thank you very much. Cause there's no reason that we can't get a Venom, the new Venom with the new Spider-Man because y'all want to be hoes. Like there's literally no reason.
Bro, you know how good that would be?
We have the multiverse now. Like it's confirmed. We have the multiverse now. We're probably gonna get Toby Maguire and fucking Andrew Garfield on screen again. We're definitely getting Toby Maguire without a doubt because Doc Ock. If you watch the trailer, Doc Ock doesn't know who Tom Holland is as Spider-Man, let alone knowing that he's Peter Parker.
Exactly.
And he said, "Hello, Peter." So Toby Maguire has to be in the movie. Electro's in the movie too, and it's Jamie Foxx casted as Electro. I'm pretty sure still. So if that's the case, I don't see why Andrew Garfield's not in the movie. But multiverse is confirmed. Like it's literally the MCU is literally just gonna be multiverse everywhere now because of Loki. If you watch Loki, I don't know if anybody watched Loki.
I didn't watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I didn't watch Loki,
bro.
but I did watch
watch them.
though.
You got to watch both.
Yeah,
you have
it's
to watch
like that.
both. You have to watch both. I mean, I like Loki as a character. I don't know if you like Loki as a character, so you have to watch it. Then. Have to. Honestly, like when I first started watching it, I was like, I'm probably not gonna watch this shit. Like for me, when I start shows, I'm just really bad at starting shows.
Yeah.
So like I started it, and then, I just got off of it just because I wasn't even really paying attention. But then once I finished the first episode, I was like, oh yeah, it's actually really fucking good. Like it's just a mind fuck, to be honest. I fuck with it. And the Captain Winter Soldier, I like too. I love that shit actually. That shit was phenomenal. He's getting his own movie. Andrew Mackie.
Wow.
Or Anthony Mackie. I say Andrew Mackie. Anthony Mackie. Because he's the new Captain America.
I feel like it's gonna also go to Bucky though.
I don't know. They need Bucky to they need another Winter Soldier movie. But I don't know if they can because Bucky's appeal now, he's not like Winter Soldier anymore. He's just Bucky. So I don't know how that would be. But yeah, I'm excited. Multiverse confirmed.
100%.
There's a lot going on. Sony, you need to stop being fucking hoes. We need y'all. We need y'all to, bro. If they had Venom in, bro, Tom Hardy and Tom Holland, bro, on the same screen, I feel like would just be absolutely amazing.
Imagine them two in Deadpool.
Absolutely amazing, bro. That shit would be funny as fuck.
The three of them, bro, on screen together is like
they need to do that shit too.
$1 billion.
I'm pretty sure there's a comic book where Deadpool's in a Spider-Man.
Deadpool,
I'm pretty sure
I want to see.
Deadpool's like the meme character of the MCU that just pops up in random ass.
I feel like
comics.
They should make the version of Deadpool where he goes in and literally kills every single person in the MCU.
OD.
He kills every single. When I say every single one, I mean every single person in the MCU he kills. If that made it to a screen, bro.
But then they wouldn't like the way that the MCU works though, because they are actually like timeline, like they work with their timeline. Like I don't know. Actually, they could do that now because multiverse. You're right. I forgot. Yeah, them doing multiverse, they have so much free reign now to
Yes,
just
bro.
be creative as fuck and do whatever
They
the fuck
can
they
do
want.
mad
That would be
different
so
things.
fire if they do
They
that
can
shit.
take an original story and then add a whole bunch of things onto it just to make it 10 times better. And as soon as we go and watch that shit, because any like real Marvel movie, like one Marvel movie that I didn't watch in person was Black Widow. I can give two shits. I still haven't watched Black Widow. I
I watched it.
I have to watch it, but like
Black Widow's actually pretty fucking good.
really,
It got way more hate than it should have.
it was actually really good.
Way more. It was pretty good. It wasn't like an amazing MCU. It was like
If you
like oh my
understood,
god, it's a Marvel
if
movie.
you
But
really
yeah, I
paid
liked
attention
it.
and you follow MCU news and
I
shit
liked
like
it.
that, you would
I
understand.
liked it, and it's because it's. I mean, I enjoyed it because I liked Scarlett Johansson's casting as Black Widow, so I appreciated her character. So it's like I watched it.
Bro, we did as
I like
we grew up with that
I like
shit.
the fucking movie.
10
I like
years,
the movie.
11 years.
Yeah, to each their own, but I like the movie.
Like, come on now.
I fuck with it. I don't think it was as bad as like everyone was making it seem.
Yeah, I
Because
don't
I
think so
liked it
either.
too because it gave the like that background to Black Widow that I always wanted to know. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
always got like bits
I
and
feel like,
pieces in certain parts
yeah,
of Age of
I feel like
Ultron.
I feel like they did a pretty good job of like giving like the information on it.
To the I
Yeah,
definitely think
to her
so as
background
well.
story.
100%. But hey, bro, I think that's it for episode 5.
Yeah, facts.
Because we can talk for 5
I can.
hours in a row and call it no problem. And then y'all gonna be like, wait a second, is this a combined episode 5, 6, and 7? Nah, bro, nah. This is just episode 5.
Facts.
But
Oh,
yo,
that
man,
stretch.
it's been a great day so far. Still got a whole bunch of stuff to get done, but
Facts. I gotta go do some Uber Eats now.
yeah, man, I gotta
Give me some fucking money.
YouTube University. Need it.
YouTube University.
Yep. Gotta get up out of here. Gotta learn how to plant crops.
Word.
Gotta learn how to plant
I
crops.
do too.
So YouTube University.
There's
Here we go.
someone across the street from me that plants crops.
Really? You have
Yeah.
a direct source.
Shit is fire.
Hey man.
They gave my mom some tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. Do you eat tomatoes like you just take a tomato and just put salt on it and eat it?
Bro.
That's what I do.
I don't even have to put anything on that
I just
shit.
grab it and eat it.
Bro.
Tomatoes are
those
fire.
tomatoes?
Butter?
Different.
Sheesh.
They like the little like it was like it's like grape tomatoes, but they're like a little bit bigger. But bro, I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
which is so sweet.
Tomatoes are amazing. Man.
Oh my goodness.
My grandma put
But
me
like
on
them
tomatoes.
shits is fire, way better than the shits that we get at these grocery stores.
Yeah, coming to bum ass salads
Fuck
and
them
shit like
nasty ass
that,
shits.
and it just tastes like crap.
Yeah, no, that shit was fucking amazing.
Like
but yeah, shout out to everyone who stuck out with us for this whole hour and a half.
Hey man, we appreciate it.
We love y'all. We appreciate anybody who's coming back from last week. I already said that at the beginning of this shit, but again, appreciate anybody who came from last week.
Thank you for all the support.
Appreciate any new listeners. If there are any new listeners, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're really fucking with us, make sure you like, comment, let us know what you thought about this episode. Let us know what you think we maybe should talk about in our upcoming episodes. Make sure you share it too if you're really, really fucking with us. Make sure you hit that noti bell. Get notified every single time we upload a new episode. If you're on Spotify listening to this right now, make sure you follow us if you are fucking with us over there too. And as always, it was a great time. And we will be back with you guys next week. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your day. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Deuces.
Deuces.